Hello and welcome back to another episode of Unspecified Podcast and Review. Buckle up because, like always, we got a lot to go through. We're going to try and get through it as fast as we can. What is up, everybody? It is good to see everybody. MLP with the first. Good to see you. Yes, I kick knowledge. Rebel. Good to see you, brother. Rebel without a reason. Charlotte sometimes. What's up? Good to see you. Turning guns. Patriot lady. Good to see everybody. Big Chap, my brother. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Ronnie, how's it going, brother? We're going to be all heading to Ronnie's house after this little party.
That's right.
We have a whole bunch of stuff to get to. Some really current stuff. Some stuff we missed throughout the week.
Yeah, like apparently 1 week is just a year in 2024, okay?
It's crazy.
Literally, we're pulling things up that happened less than a fortnight ago, okay? And it's like, that's so old. And it's like, no, not really. It's kind of big news. And it's less than 2 weeks old, but nope, evidently we're news fiends now as a society.
Yeah, we are. So make sure that you've got your coffee, your tea, water, whatever,
That's right.
Make sure that you're cuddled up on this cold evening and grab some snacks. We're glad that we're glad to have you with us, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, click that notification bell, click the like if you think we've earned it. Hopefully we'll earn it.
That's right.
And join the conversation in the comments, and because we're going to have a lot of stuff that we're going to need your input on, because like I say, sometimes the comments are great because you guys may have information on something that may shine more light on something, or corrections and stuff like that.
That's right. What's up, Heather? Hey, John, what's up?
John, what's up, man? Golf and Guns, good to see you. All right, man. A lot of stuff to get to. So I guess without further ado, let's get ready and hop into it.
Hop on in.
Let's do it. All
News waits for no one.
Boom. Okay, here we go.
I think we should play a game. Let's play Spot the Knot. Like, I guess just let us know, because surely this can't all be happening all at once, right? Spot the knot. What's real? What's not? Comment down below.
This is coming hot off the press about an hour ago. Apparently, pro-Palestine protesters are attempting to breach the security fencing outside of the White House. Interesting comments on this one. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. The fact that these pro-Palestine protesters are trying to breach the security fencing outside of the White House is quite interesting after the J6 anniversary. Isn't this an insert, we all know that, Democrats and Republicans won't call it out.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let's take a listen. Yeah.
Dude, it seems like the same energy and different flags.
Not just the same energy. This is copy paste.
Yeah.
This is the same people from, the BLM riots, and the people that were a part of the BLM riots. If I heard correctly, okay, they got like a $24,000 check from the New York Police Department. Some of the people from the protests got money.
Right.
Basically. And then
well, that's how it would work. If somebody approached them and paid them to do something like that, it would have to be through the back end that they would get paid, such as that, because they can't, you know what I mean? Like, there's too much of a trail to...
SE Wolverines, brother. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Yeah, I agree with you, Turning Guns. 100%, definitely the ringleaders glow, right?
Yeah.
Glowing brightly.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening right now at the White House. Just a little update there. I thought that's where we would start the night. The most current thing, hot off the press. We've got some more stuff to move into. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, so be sure to sound off in the comments down below. Moving forward. Moving forward. All right. Okay, so the comment here says, "Holy ish, could this be the start of a civil war?" Very interesting situation. Listen to it. Let me know what you think. Um, I'll give my thoughts after.
On the Rio Grande River, it served as a landing point for illegals crossing into the U.S. for more than 2 years. This means not even the feds can patrol there. Matt Finn live in Eagle Pass to tell us how it's going. And I guess this is this day one or day two, Matt? Good morning.
Essentially, day two, this all started developing yesterday, Bill, and it's a rather remarkable situation. Behind me right now is Shelby Park, the park that you were referring to. Our viewers may recognize it. Our cameras have been here for about 2 years now, showing you the mass illegal immigration that happens right here in this park. You might recall even just a few weeks ago, there was that huge surge of migrants who crossed right here. Well, now under Governor Abbott's emergency declaration, the Texas National Guard has seized control of this park and some surrounding land along the river, put up fencing and razor wire, and kicked out federal Border Patrol agents, arguing that it's the Biden administration that has perpetuated illegal crossings. So Texas is going to control this land from here on out. Our crews have seen what appears to be Texas National Guard blocking Border Patrol agents from key areas of the operation here. And senior Border Patrol agents confirmed to Fox News that BP has pulled resources to avoid a confrontation. Now, it's not quite clear if this unprecedented move by Texas is really going to help or harm illegal migration here, because it appears that ultimately when migrants arrive to this park, Texas National Guard is still going to have to turn them over for processing to Border Patrol, essentially adding an extra step. Another added layer, the mayor of Eagle Pass says he was completely caught off guard by this move. He does not agree with his park being taken over and is looking into his legal options.
This is not something that the city wanted, requested, asked for. He made it clear that this is the state and that they have the legal authority to do that. Of course, our legal team is looking into the actions taken by the states.
We will be here outside of the park over the next couple of days. We'll keep you updated on how the situation unfolds.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a big deal. So
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It's definitely a precedence changer. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it sets a precedence.
Right.
This is like language and action that I've yet to see.
Right.
And it definitely changes the tone.
It does. It does. Do I think that like it's going to start a civil war? No. But do I think that it's a stepping stone? Like, you know what I mean? First this happened, then this, then this. Like, yeah, it definitely could be because of just that. It sets a precedence.
Heather, enjoy the sauna. Sounds awesome, especially on a cold night.
They kicked out federal Border Patrol.
Yeah, so they Border Patrol pulled back so that there wouldn't be an incident.
Right.
Come on, guys. Are we on the same team, or are we all different teams? What's going on?
Right.
Just wait till this new Civil War movie comes out. I think it's gonna pluck something. I don't think it's gonna cause anything. I just think you're gonna see. Psychologically, it's going to show us maybe what it's a portrayal. I think they're trying to portray something with stuff like this. You know what I mean? You would think that there would be cooperation,
right? And the fact that they're even like this is Fox News, like the fact that they're even airing it. If they didn't want something to be in the news, it wouldn't be in the news. I.e., Miami. I.e.,
right? And Miami. I mean, that's just last week. And that's crazy. Okay.
Yep.
And, actually we've got some more info on that. We're not going into that tonight. I didn't prepare for it, but, make sure that you subscribe because, a guy that I've followed for a long time has talked about it. KJ Osborne.
Yeah. Yep.
You can find him on BitChute. KJ's What Happened on YouTube. Either way, I'd like to show some of that because he found some stuff, that will blow your mind. It's, currently blowing my mind. Anyway, back to this. Okay. The language that's being used, Texas National Guard seizes control. Okay.
Right.
So it's like, it's portraying it in a way, what I'm, that like it's painting a picture with words. And the narrative, the agenda, and the results, You know what I mean? It's
Right. So like they're either playing it up with the words that they're doing, or what if they're playing it down? What if they really did come in here and we're like, all right, get out, like y'all aren't doing, you're failing your job. We're coming in and taking over. It is what it is.
I just, maybe I'm wrong, but this alone, it may not seem like a huge deal, but something about this specific Texas National Guard story, it makes me feel like the pulse is different. Something's definitely coming.
Yep.
I don't know what that is or what it looks like, but I can feel it. You know what I mean? But your feelings lie. You know what I mean? I could totally be wrong, but I definitely am sensing something coming.
I wonder about that. Remember that like town that was almost modeled after Burning Man? Like it was in the same arc shape as the Burning Man town, and it was in Texas, and they said it was specifically basically for immigrants. I wonder, do you remember?
No.
It's okay. I'll show you afterwards, but we're gonna have to follow up on that because I'm curious.
All right, so this is some more. More on this story of the Texas National Guard has deployed armed soldiers and vehicles to block federal government from accessing the river in Eagle Pass. Texas informed them that Border Patrol agents won't be allowed to enter Shelby Park in any operational capacity. The state of Texas has seized control of a nearly 50-acre park on the banks of the Rio Grande, or the Rio Grande, however you say it, in Eagle Pass to prevent migrants from illegally crossing into Texas from Mexico. The state action follows after the DOJ sued Texas over border floating barrier and razor wire.
Good evening, citizens of Eagle Pass and Maverick County. This is your mayor, Rolando Salinas. I'm here with Chief Cardona of Eagle Pass Fire Department. And the reason that we're here at Shelby Park this evening is because we want to give some information to the community. You know, as a mayor, I always try to be transparent. I always want to inform our people of what's going on. And I'd like to tell you what's going on here. As you can see, there's a gate here at Shelby Park. And I want to inform the city of Eagle Pass that this morning I received a phone call from DPS, Mr. Victor Escalon of Texas DPS, that starting today, the governor of Texas, the state of Texas, coming from the governor, they are taking full control, custody of Shelby Park. Of course, that is not a decision that we agreed to. This is not something that we wanted. This is not something that we asked for as a city. I want to make that clear. I received that phone call from Texas DPS. They were stating that they have an emergency declaration from the state, from the governor, and they're using that declaration to take full control, custody of Shelby Park. I know that citizens, y'all are gonna have questions if you see this gate right here, also in other parts of Shelby Park. So I just want to keep you all informed. Again, this is something that the city didn't sign up for. I also spoke to General Seltzer, and I believe it was Lieutenant Colonel Martin that informed me of the situation. Our legal team has been informed of what's going on here. Our city administration, our city council has been informed. Our legal team is looking into what's going on just to make sure that everything is being done in a legal manner. I asked why this operation. They tell me that it is, of course, the mission is to prevent illegal, undocumented people from crossing into Eagle Pass. As you know, weeks ago we had thousands of people crossing. The last few days they've been better. But in talking to the
watched.
We are super muted. I apologize, everyone. Okay, yeah. So I appreciate that. Arcs. I can't say that name.
Arcs
I can't.
Katodin.
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 Fox News reports that at the White House is being evacuated, and MLP's comment. We agree that they're getting us used to military at our border. Sounds like war is coming home. That could be a possibility. Definitely. We've got some enemies. Hey, Nan, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, 17 minutes ago.
So yes, they are evacuating. Thank you again
Hold on,
for
I'm gonna
that
send
super
you the
chat.
article. We can pull it up if you want.
Tiff's gonna send me that article. Ghetto, good to see you, brother. I'll get this pulled up just as soon as it gets to me.
Bear with us.
And so this is a live update right now on the situation at the White House. All right, let's see if we can't get this pulled up. It is going down. Okay. White House staff relocated after pro-Palestinian rioters damage anti-scale fencing, hurl objects at cops. So it's been going on for a while. I wonder if they have any live streams. I don't know. Let's see. Anti-Israel protesters and rioters gathered outside the White House on Saturday night, with some demonstrators damaging security fencing and hurling objects at police. The demonstrators were heard chanting "Ceasefire now" and "Free, free Palestine," with many waving Palestinian flags. "Yemen makes us proud. Turn another ship around" was also recited at the demonstration hours after strikes were launched against the Houthis in Yemen. Man.
But Chapin mentioned too, the angle of the camera does indeed it limits your view, so you don't really know how big the crowd is. Now look, on that angle you could kind of see back. I don't know.
It could be a group of like 30 people.
It could be 30, or it could be much more, and it's just one person recording, and this is just the angle that they have. I don't see any other cameras, actually.
Loopy Doopy, what is up? Good to see you.
Oh, there's another camera. But so, just interesting. Okay, there's a couple more cameras, but every time they pan, I see people as far as I can. So I don't know. It could be nothing. It could be something.
I think it's legit. Oh yeah, it is. I see. It is pretty far down.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
So
what do you think
Texas.
about this mayor?
Well,
I think that he's definitely. Look, it's my personal opinion. It sounds like someone's got their hand up something operating the mouth. Okay, and I don't mean that too crudely or inappropriately, but you get what I'm saying. It sounds like someone's been in contact with him, and this is the best way for him to act.
Right. Is we didn't request this. This wasn't asked for.
It doesn't sound like, I mean, you tell me, would you guys be concerned if your state's National Guard did something like this? You know, would it be a threat to you, or would you be worried about, you know, because I'm pretty sure our local National Guard was just down at one of our parks training, you know?
Yeah. But this is a different situation. This isn't like they're just being deployed to a city to lock down a city, you know. They're being deployed at the border to stop a migration crisis. I don't know.
Which it is a crisis at this point.
It is.
And you know, I've seen documentaries, I've seen up close people that are making this journey. Okay.
Yep.
And look,
That's not to say-
it's not that my heart doesn't go out for some of the mothers and the children, but some of these children are being brought in. It's sketchy. It's terrible sketchy. Okay. It's the implications, the people, they're coming from all around the world. Okay.
Yep.
Everywhere. It's not just, you know, folks from Venezuela or, you know, folks looking for a better life. I mean, you know, it's folks coming from places, you know, I'm not going to sit here and I'm talking about India, Nepal, you know, crazy places, right. You know, South Africa or, you know, different. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the rest of what this guy had to say.
They say that their mission is to prevent another mass amount of people from crossing. So now they have this operation.
Okay, now that adds another aspect to it. A state trooper rolls up. So the state troopers and the National Guard, okay, are. So, is it wrong? And I thought I remembered that the highest authority in a jurisdiction is the sheriff, and is the elected sheriff.
I thought that was the case.
So what the mayor here needs is the sheriff, because that, from what I thought, but you know, this is a situation. How could this play out? So the feds are upset with the state. That'd be Border Patrol, and then the local municipality, right, is upset about it, or not upset about it, but they don't seem to be cooperating. You know what I mean?
It could, I mean, it's a huge spectrum of how this could play out. It could get brushed under the rug and just, okay, you know, pick it up, pack it out, and things return to normal, no harm, no foul. Or, I mean, feasibly, it could go all the way to, you know, is this considered, you know, to somebody who didn't want this to happen? They could stretch it out to say, is this an attack on home soil? Charge people.
Why now? Why not?
I mean, all the way. I mean, what
I've seen
that be
train loads.
Treason? I don't know.
Train loads.
It's not, but I'm just saying. We know how that side operates and how they twist things. So I full well expect this to be twisted. It's probably already getting twisted.
So SC Wolverines, dude, you got a really good point. He says, my whole thing is, why just that spot? Why just Eagle Pass?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe this is the beginning. Maybe they have perhaps they have a broader.
Maybe that was the
Texas is big
spearhead of where, you know, I don't know.
Maybe this is kind of a test.
Maybe this is all they have the people for. I don't know.
That's right. Cottenden. That gum. You know, some words you just can't say.
Can you spell it out phonetically, please?
No, I don't want to ask people to do that. I stink at names. Me and my daughter, she gets it honest. Okay, we're terrible with names. All right. Okay. All right.
You could just call them arcs.
We still have a ton of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
So buckle up, folks. Okay, get
this
cozy.
This is big. This is interesting. If you had a little scrapbook for 2024, we're already like 3-4 pages into it.
I mean,
it's not even 2 weeks into the year.
We're just approaching 2 weeks.
How fun. What fun.
Scott from Odin, Arkansas. I get it now. Okay. I got it now. Okay. Arkansas, Scott Odin. Got it.
Oh,
got it.
Okay.
Click.
Okay.
Now I got it. Now I'll never forget you.
But,
okay.
But can we call you Arcs?
Yeah, can I call you Arcs? Okay. moving forward, we have a bunch to get into. All right.
So do it.
Okay.
I'm just
Smash
gonna-
that like, y'all, if you think we earned it.
Yeah.
So I just want to educate the people, because if you come down here, then they will be denying access. Again, this is not the city of Eagle Pass denying people access to the park. This is the state saying that using that emergency declaration, they have this mission going on. When asked how long this mission will take place, they tell me that it is indefinitely. They couldn't give me a time. So again, this is just the city of Eagle Pass being transparent, letting you guys know what's going on in the situation. I'm sure you'll hear about it tomorrow. And that's it for now. But we're going to keep doing everything in our power and from the city to keep the people safe. Right now, everything is under control.
Just not
We
yours.
just thought that it was important
Yeah, just not your control.
for the people to know what is going on. So add more information.
I wonder how often the mayor is up to something. Does he live stream everything he does and let the people know?
Every car here seems to be getting on or off without any problem. And he's like, they will deny you. And I'm like, are they maybe just denying you?
Well,
Did your ball cap not fool them?
it seems like there's something bigger afoot being played here, and the mayor isn't trusted. They knew he wouldn't be on board,
Yeah.
and they don't need his approval.
Yeah, for real. That was a huge, like,
If he has
you're
a
not
problem,
even going to tell him. So,
if he has a problem, he can go to the sheriff. The sheriff is the highest authority in the jurisdiction. So, and then the sheriff probably is going to cooperate.
With whom?
The state.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, because, like, can you imagine if the sheriff is just sitting there with a big old smile on his face, like, hee. Anyway.
Greg, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Okay, we'll keep her moving then. All right, and switching gears until we hear more about the Texas National Guard,
That's right.
which is eerily reminiscent to the trailers for the movie Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay, not that I've seen one of them act like that guy, you know, with the red glasses from the... Just look up the trailer to Civil War. It's a movie coming out, okay? You know, we pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For the
We're
symbology,
American. What kind?
the predictive programming, yada, yada, yada.
Border Patrol or U.S. or I'm sorry, National Guard. Get it? Because
We're Americans.
What
Huh,
kind?
What kind?
Right. like
Yeah,
Border
because we're
Patrol and
so
National
divided.
Guard.
You got the flip phone versus the smartphone. You got the people unplugging and, you know, trying to be rural, and the people in the city, and you got everyone's divided. I haven't even
For
started
real.
talking about politics,
We
Pepsi and
have-
Coke.
We have people that are like going off, like they're going almost back to like Neanderthal living. You know what I mean? Like some people are really grassroots. You know what I'm saying? A little further than I care to go, if at all possible. And then we have other people that are wanting to put microchips into their brains and bodies. Okay, so like we are on a full spectrum of you know, ranges.
D-Dog, good to see you, man. Anarchy Television, good to see you. All right, let's what's next? Okay, so we're gonna zoom out. Okay, we zoomed into Texas. Now we're gonna zoom out. All right, we're gonna take a bigger look. All right.
Devil Dog was saying what you were saying too. Sorry. The sheriff will do what the people say. He doesn't answer to the governor. So Wow.
That's what I was trying to
So,
tell you.
yeah.
Okay. The way that it was
I
broken.
didn't know where that ended.
I never read it in a book. Somebody described it to me. They were like, I think it was during Obama was president, and they were like, "You listen to me. If the sheriff wants to arrest Obama, he can."
Right.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if the Secret Service will let it happen, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, he has the authority. That it was just explained to me like the sheriff could arrest the president. Now, I know I'm not trying to start arguments. Okay. Let's not get distracted.
That's right.
I'm getting distracted. I'm going off on
And you're
tangents.
the one who told me. So.
Faith takes you far. Good evening.
A sheriff is a constitutional position. That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
Amen.
All right. Moving on.
All right, moving on. Okay, and other news, real quick, just want to touch on this. There's some stuff we missed. This is world news, zooming out.
It's a couple days old, but it's big news.
UN helicopter makes emergency landing in Somalia. Terrorist seize aircraft and kidnap crew. A United Nations mission helicopter in Somalia has been captured by the Al-Qaeda-linked group Al-Shabaab after making an emergency landing in a territory controlled by the terrorists, According to officials, the helicopter was forced to land near Gadoon village in the Galgadude region due to mechanical issues. An internal UN memo indicated that there were 9 passengers aboard, with at least 5 reportedly kidnapped by Al-Shabaab. Mixed reporting indicates that at least 1, possibly more, was killed. Let's see. Following this incident, all UN flights in the area have been temporarily suspended. Major Hassan Ali said the helicopter was carrying medical supplies and it was supposed to transport injured soldiers from the Galgadude region. UN spokesman Stephen Dujarric acknowledged the incident and added that response efforts are ongoing. There's been no confirmation on the type of helicopter that went down, though most UN contracted helicopters in Somalia are Mi-8s, and that's what's pictured here, otherwise known as Daka Daka. Okay, for those of you, a Daka Daka.
What? Why?
From Blood Diamond.
Oh.
Call the Daka Daka.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
That's big. Look, I'm laughing. That's big news.
Yeah, I mean, it is big news.
UN helicopter. Okay, and since this has happened, Yemen, we've attacked Yemen twice.
Yeah, the Houthi.
So I mean, like,
yeah, stuff going on with the Houthi boats and stuff going on, getting a little more heated, a little more serious. So we're going to be keeping our ears to the ground.
That's kind of a ballsy move, like attacking the UN.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't know about ballsy, but yeah, I guess that's ballsy.
That's ballsy.
Everybody wants a blue helmet. And I don't mean to wear. I'll hush. I'm going to shut up. Anyway. What?
I think I know what you meant.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep her moving. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. I had to get this out to you real quick. Just check this out.
Listen to it. I have theories on it. We'll talk about it after.
Tell me what you think.
What is the United Nations States of America?
The United Nations States of America, UNSA, is a nation that formed after the apocalypse and replaced the United States of America. It was formed after the United States of America was scattered and cut off due to the apocalypse.
Echo, what apocalypse replaced the United States of America?
From 8books.com. A 20-megaton nuclear warhead was detonated high in the atmosphere above Kansas, blanketing most of the contiguous United States and parts of Canada and Mexico with an electromagnetic pulse that damaged nearly all microprocessors and electronic controls beyond repair.
Yo, what the fuck is she talking about, Pam? Echo.
Okay.
Yeah. So, initial thoughts. Initial thoughts.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
My initial thought is and she even said from books.com, I feel like he's in a book mode or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like she is reading the plot or...
Hold on. I love this first comment. It says, good thing the Second Amendment doesn't require electricity. It's a good one.
Oh, there we go. It's quoting from a fictional storyline. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, the way she's saying, I don't know. It just sounds like a story, like a book.
Yeah.
And she's reading a plot from a book or, things that happen from a book.
I just thought it mighty odd that...
It is odd. Now, whether or not he knows that, I don't know. Can you imagine stumbling upon this and not knowing?
Okay. Well, it does say it's from a book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't read those. So
well,
now I sound like a dork because I'm like, you know what I think, guys?
Some books are accurate.
I think it's a book. And then everybody's like, yeah, it's
okay. You ready to move on to the next thing?
Yeah.
All right. Next thing. Another situation that we missed. Ecuador. Okay. They've got some serious militarized heavy cartel. These guys don't look serious and heavily militarized, but they're taking over a news station. We'll talk about it in a minute. So, craziness. I like the first comment I see. He says, wearing masks so at least nobody gets the Wuhan wiggle.
I don't know.
Well, okay, this happened in Ecuador. Armed men have taken over a TV station in Ecuador and reportedly also taken hostages at universities and police stations across the country. What do you think?
Interesting. Things are if it's true, things are spicing up. That's crazy.
Yes, they are absolutely spicing up. All right, so let's see. What do we have next? This is interesting. I think it kind of goes in line with some of the things that we've already been talking about this evening. I don't know why this lady is doing her makeup, but let's hear this guy out.
What's going on, everybody? Some information that I just want to pass along, give it to you guys about FEMA, because a lot of people don't understand how FEMA operates. So FEMA provides training for things that they see on the near future.
Okay. And I'm not an expert on FEMA. I have to interrupt the music. I didn't realize there was music in the background.
Oh.
But there has been some experience with FEMA down here in the New Orleans area.
We'll leave it there.
And we'll leave it there. Yeah, it's very serious that when there's a state of emergency, even if martial law hasn't been officially called or whatever, okay, whoever is in cooperation with FEMA, they are taking your pews.
Yeah.
Okay, there's like no question about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a hot situation, and they don't want anyone, whether you're trying to help or not, to be armed.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile, leaving the criminal elements to be armed.
They use predictive modeling, threat assessment, following trends to look at possible scenarios that might be coming up. This year, the first 3 scenarios that they're offering to emergency managers like myself in these virtual tabletop exercises is infrastructure blackouts, social unrest, and mass casualty, mass shooter incidents specifically focused around malls. So, given that information, I would highly recommend you to think about your planning processes, your systems, and how you're just going to conduct yourself in terms of one of those 3 or more occurring in your daily life. Something to think about, something to keep in mind when you see FEMA putting information out of themselves.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. So, keep her moving. All right. Another situation that we missed was underground tunnels discovered under synagogue in New York City. And not just any synagogue. It is like the head synagogue. Okay. Developing story underground tunnels have been uncovered beneath the synagogue in New York City. Video footage captures clashes between the Bochurim and police. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. As the Bochurim tore down wooden panels to prevent a cement truck from sealing off the recently discovered tunnels. Additionally, a stained mattress can be seen being pulled from the underground tunnels, raising concerns and questions. And this is an actual old situation, but it just recently, in the last week, kind of made global news. I don't know, man. We're living in times. I think you're going to see something from this, the pro-Palestine side and the pro-Israel side, another division tactic, 2020. It's like we're on a clock.
Yeah.
Right? It's like there's a clock. And in different sections of the clock, they have different agendas that they're pulling.
That's
so
absolutely,
2020 was race,
illness,
and then now it's moving into religious. I don't know. You know.
No, you're right.
I don't know. Okay, we'll keep her moving here. We've got a little video kind of talking about it.
MLP says, dude, the tunnel story and revised explanations is sus. I
Yeah,
agree.
big
I
time.
agree.
Let's see.
I ain't even hating. Like, I get wanting a tunnel, but like, what was it for?
So this is a look inside the tunnels. Can't play the music. Let's see. Here's a look inside the tunnel discovered beneath Brooklyn. Videos reveal baby rocker and a stained mattress with within the passage, raising concerns and questions. What are your thoughts? I mean, I would really love for you guys to get in those comments and inform us.
All of the above, Anarchy. Potentially. I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
That's such a what is that called? A back rooms
Liminal space.
Liminal space.
Let's see.
Lumineer.
Hey, Rebel Without a Reason, that's 100% right, dude. Has Shapiro been covering this, or, has he given his take on it? That would be very interesting. Let's see what this video has to say.
Things just went down in New York City after secret tunnels were discovered under the synagogue.
The police say they dug a secret tunnel into the sanctuary of the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters in Brooklyn.
The men described by police as extremist students are accused of digging the tunnel so that they would be able to have access to the sanctuary after hours. And when a cement truck was brought in to fill that tunnel, the men stood in the tunnel, refusing to leave.
The group of men have been arrested. The synagogue is closed now pending investigation.
Bothers everyone, this whole community. There's not a single person that doesn't bother him right now that it's closed.
Some reports said that the secret passage led to a space under the women's bath used for rituals. Other reports claim that the tunnel was built during lockdown, while others claim that the tunnel was part of an illegal expansion attempt. None of these claims have been confirmed yet. The leadership condemned their action.
Synagogue leaders describe the group as extremist students seeking unauthorized access to the building by breaking walls.
But what do you think about these secret tunnels, and what were they used for? Things just went down in...
So, the comments, it seems like they are just nailing it. $10 says they're involved in human trafficking. If it was just a tunnel for access, why are there stained mattresses, and why are they conveniently under the women's washroom, and why does it conveniently connect to a children's school? Child trafficking at its finest, if I had to guess. And I mean, it just keeps going from there.
No, I remember loving school so much as a kid that we dug tunnels in the snow so that we could get to school even on snow days. I'm just kidding, of course. This is weird.
Yeah,
this isn't normal. This is weird. The high chair thing, that was really weird to me too, and the stained mattress, like all of those.
Unfortunately, with it being a space that you can only enter through a hole in a sewer drain, I mean, I'm sure there are more entrances, but
you mean like the demon It?
My point is, well, the guy is seen coming out of yeah,
I saw that. I just didn't realize it was the only entrance.
Well, my thing is that the baby stroller being in there, man, that's that.
I actually wondered if those guys are standing in there because there are people down there that like they haven't found, but if they pour cement in there, will be killed. I don't know. That was my initial thought. I'm like, why would they stand in there? That's so weird.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep removing them. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. I know everybody's been talking about it, but these days we talk about it and then we move on and we move to the next thing, like locust. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like they're doing it purposely to make you forget about everything.
Right. So much happening. Right.
Okay. So, moving forward, this is news. A couple days ago, the UN helicopter goes down, 5 people kidnapped, at least 1 killed. All right. 7 hours ago, 2 Navy SEALs are missing after a Thursday night mission off coast of Somalia. So, same, region roughly. Okay. Same, not the same area or anything. I'm just saying. So from what I've read, sailors and people who have deployed committing suicide or going missing is not rare. Okay. but two, you know,
At the same
two
time.
at the same time is
Right.
rare.
Yeah.
Okay, this is rare, and let's not forget, you know, these guys are Navy SEALs. All right, and for it to hit the media, I'm gonna guess that, you know, they're not hiding out and waiting to come out. You know, I'm guessing that something's gone down. Okay.
This is the targets.
Oh, okay.
But we can read.
Okay, sorry. I thought that
No,
was a video.
I thought it was too. I'm sorry.
Let's see. 2 U.S. Navy SEALs are missing after conducting a nighttime boarding mission Thursday off the coast of Somalia. According to 3 U.S. officials, the SEALs were on an interdiction mission, climbing up a vessel when one got knocked off by high waves. Under their protocol, when one SEAL is overtaken, the next jumps in after them. Both SEALs are still missing. A search and rescue mission is underway, and the waters in the Gulf of Aden, where they were operating, are warm, 2 of the U.S. officials said. The U.S. Navy has conducted regular interdiction missions where they have intercepted weapons on ships that were bound for Houthi-controlled Yemen. The mission was not related to Operation Prosperity Guardian, the ongoing U.S. and international mission to provide protection to commercial vessels in the Red Sea, or the retaliatory strikes that the United States and the United Kingdom have conducted in Yemen. Over the past 2 days, the official said Saturday it was also not related to the seizure of the oil tanker St. Nicholas by Iran. A third U.S. official said the official spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss details that have not yet been made public. Besides the defense of ships from launched drones and missiles shot from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen, the U.S. military has also come to the aid of commercial ships that have been the targets of piracy, which I'm sure, okay. In a statement Saturday, U.S. Central Command said that search and rescue operations are currently ongoing to locate the 2 soldiers. The command said it would not release additional information on the Thursday night incident until the personal recovery mission is complete. The sailors were forward deployed to the U.S. 5th Fleet area of operations, supporting a wide variety of missions. So these boys are working.
Yeah.
So, you know, somewhere
Prayers
off the coast of Kenya.
Yeah, prayers for their family, but you know, that's interesting. And just because something is rare doesn't mean it can't happen.
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
it's just like this.
Right.
You know. All right. Ready to keep going?
Ready.
Trying to stay with it. Scientists set to deliver warning about nuclear war with Doomsday Clock 2024 announcement. Okay, you want to read this one?
Sure. It's almost that time again. Time for the annual update of the Doomsday Clock, the symbol of how close the world is to civilization-ending catastrophe. First set in 1947, the Doomsday Clock warns humanity about how close, or far, we are to destroying our world with our own dangerous technologies. It's a metaphor, a reminder of the perils we must address if we are to survive on the planet, according to the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, which set the symbolic time each January. Scroll. In recent years, the clock's setting have mostly reflected the risk of nuclear war and the dangers of uncontrolled climate change. This year, the clock will be updated on Tuesday, January 23 at 10 a.m. Eastern in Washington, D.C. The last announcement in January 2023 came before the beginning of Israeli-Hamas war, but amid nuclear tension surrounding Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The clock has been maintained by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists since 1947. The group was founded in 1945 by University of Chicago scientists who had helped develop the first nuclear weapons in the Manhattan Project. The scientists created the clock. Okay, that's fine. But so just, you know, they're going to update it on 10 days.
There's an update coming.
Update coming.
And, you know,
it's probably not going to move backwards.
I think
Spoiler
we can feel
alert.
it in the air.
That's right.
I think we can feel it in the air. let's keep it moving. We got a lot of interesting information still to come ahead. All right. So real quick, we're just going to drop this here. Okay. Elon Musk said on Twitter, do you want to fly in an airplane where they prioritize DEI hiring over your safety? That is actually happening. Let's have a close look at Boeing and DEI. Boeing's corporate filings with the SEC reveal that in beginning 2022, the annual bonus plan to reward CEO and executives for increasing profit for shareholders and prioritizing safety was changed to reward them if they hit DEI targets. Okay. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay. Let's keep her moving here. United B-737 makes hard landing in Houston today. Aircraft sustained major damage and has been removed from service. Safe travels.
Do you remember that one just like last week that the door came off? And then there was more articles that said that like they were finding nuts loose on the aircraft. Like basically just poor maintenance.
Yeah.
Poor maintenance. Maintained.
DEI just means anti-white male.
Oh, well.
That's what one of the comments say. Anyway, moving forward. Holy smokes, this is terrifying. Female air traffic controller argues with a pilot who's been flying for 15 years about a landing and says she Googled it, so she's right and knows best. This happened at DTO, a small airport in Texas. Who wants to bet she was a diversity hire?
I don't think it's the diversity so much. I think that it's overall our society. I think that we have
both.
We have an age group of kids that like do not give a F. You know what I mean? Like they don't care if they're upsetting you. They don't care if they're doing a good job. They don't care. Like they just want to be creative and do what they want to do, and they don't want to tighten down the bolts on the aircraft. That's not exciting. You know?
Look, it just so happens to be, it's just happenstance. Elon Musk made, he's talking like DEI as some bad thing, okay? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm not down with it, but he doesn't really have any room to talk. Tesla, okay, his company, Tesla factory worker attacked by robot that dug its claws into back and arm report. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't go talking about diversity hires when you're, skipping humans altogether, and your humans are your robots are
machines.
Your robots are attacking humans.
To be fair, this was back in December 26th, but y'all, that was like less than 3 weeks ago. Okay. Like, so I'm sorry. All right. Does a robot attacking a human not pique your interests for at least a month? Okay.
Well, no, I mean, all right. So a Tesla software engineer suffered serious injuries when he was attacked by a malfunctioning robot on the floor of the electric car maker's factory in Austin, Texas. Witnesses told the information last month that the robot, which was designed to move aluminum car parts, pinned the engineer and sank its metal claws into his back and arm, leaving a trail of blood along the floor. The engineer was programming software that controls robots, whose job it is to cut car parts from freshly cast pieces of aluminum. While 2 of the robots were disabled so that the engineer and his crew could work on the machines, a third was inadvertently left on, resulting in the attack 2 years ago. Witnesses told the information. The news site said it obtained an injury report that was submitted to federal officials as well as to health authorities in Travis County. Okay. The engineer suffered laceration, cut, or open wound on his left hand, according to the information. Let's see. The injury was apparently not severe enough to require the employee to take time off from work. Tesla declined to comment. Injury reports submitted to the U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration alleged that nearly 1 out of every 21 workers at the Giga, Texas factory got hurt last year. In the automotive industry, the median injury rate last year was 1 in every 30 workers.
Dang.
Okay.
Dang. Where's OSHA?
Several current and former Tesla workers employed at the factory told the information that the company regularly cut corners on construction, maintenance, and operations in a manner that placed them at risk. Sources told the information that management's demands for speedy production have led to safety lapses. Witnesses reported that heavy machinery, including a crane, a steel beam, and an air conditioning duct, have fallen near workers on car production lines. Records reviewed by information found that workers at the factory fell ill after they were exposed to toxins such as ammonia. In the summer last year, an employee's ankle was caught under a moving cart, forcing them to miss more than 4 months of work. Days later, another worker was struck in the head by a metal object, forcing them to miss 85 days of work, according to the information. Tesla employees at the factory said they witnessed forklifts collide with workers on the assembly floor. On or around the New Year's 2023, water was accidentally submerged in molten aluminum used in the castings area that produces the underbody of the Tesla Model Y, resulting in an explosion that witnesses reported sounding like a sonic boom, according to the information. The explosion sent a ball of fire and then smoke into the air and caused employees to run off in terror, according to the report. However, it is unknown how many people were injured, since that information is not included in documents submitted to safety inspectors in Texas, the information reported. Tesla CEO Elon Musk's company began construction on the factory in the summer of 2020 after the mogul was outraged by California regulators who limited business operations due to the speed of the Wuhan wiggle. Okay.
So combine that article with the last article. Okay, so this was a little bit. They must have just been getting into a lawsuit or something if it happened 2 years ago. But we're still seeing similar stuff. Like, that's what I'm saying. We have a society, we have a generation of people that don't care, and so user error, yeah. But also, like, we're gonna see more of that. Is all I'm saying. And you can already see that. Look at how many incidences just in this article.
That's funny, Craig. So real quick, we've got a couple to run through here. The WHO claims Wuhan wiggle has killed nearly 10,000 in a month, blames holidays for spreading it. Okay, so apparently, as we're hearing from mainstream pop culture, Wuhan wiggle didn't go nowhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're stoking these flames again. I think that's all that really needs to be said. You know. Moving forward, this is interesting. Cancer is striking more young people, and doctors are alarmed and baffled. Look, it's my belief that it's either we're bathed in radiation, or something in the food, or a combination. Something in the food and being bathed in radiation. I know it's cellular radiation, electromagnetic radiation, just from having coils of electricity in the wall. Maybe, we need to get outside more. Be a little less surrounded by tech.
I think tech is the issue. I think that we're increasing, everything, and frequencies are changing, and our reaction to them are changing.
Let's see. You want to read into this a little bit?
We can, but I think I feel like on this one, the headline says it all. People have seen. I'm sorry for this particular individual, but I think we all know somebody that's way too young to be dealing with it, but is dealing with it.
Yeah, and I have a couple of people that come up, top of my head, right off the top of my head. Seeing cancer everywhere.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So moving forward, we're going to start getting into a line of subjects here, but I wanted to start with this one just because I thought it was interesting.
There's actually a reason why the food you've been eating tastes worse. Or you've maybe not been able to put your finger on it. It feels like something's missing. Well, it turns out it's not just in your head. You might be the victim of skimpflation. And you can think of skimpflation as the cousin of shrinkflation, which we've talked about in other videos. Because that's when companies quietly make their products slightly smaller instead of raising prices. And so what we're seeing with skimpflation are companies hiding inflation by quietly substituting their usual ingredients for cheaper, shittier ones. But I'm kind of just hoping you won't notice, or it's not going to suck so much that you switch. So the reason that a lot of chocolates today have this like waxy and artificial texture is because confectioners have actually replaced cocoa butter with palm oil and sunflower oil. Or if maybe Breyer's ice cream, it doesn't taste the same as like when you were a kid. It's not just because you damaged your taste buds biting into that pizza that you knew was too hot, but rather because Breyer's reduced their dairy fat in 2013. In fact, they cut out so much it could no longer be legally considered ice cream, instead having to rebrand as a frozen dairy dessert. And these are just two examples. The list goes on and on. But follow to stay in the loop. So there's actually a reason why the...
Sorry to hear that, Golf. My condolences for you, man. Be praying for your family. Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, we're dealing with getting over a death in a family recently as well. So I think we've all seen,
It's not just inflation. It's adulteration, cutting costs.
Who has noticed a change though? I've noticed it in cereal. I've noticed it in so many things. It's really motivated me to do more cooking because everything tastes like crap now.
Yeah, making our own food, trying to get off the processed stuff. Artificial Loneliness Lab, what's up, brother? Good to see you. All right, so now that we've got that interesting tidbit of information out of the way, we're going to start hitting a string of stuff here. Okay, starting with this dude. All right.
Into this headline a little bit too much, but does anyone else think this is weird? So New Hampshire, great state by the way, live free or die, just created a new bill that bans these. They're actually the second state to do it, with Texas banning them as well. The bill also bans solar radiation modification, geoengineering, cloud seeding and weather modification, and excessive emissions of electromagnetic radio frequency and microwave radiation. A couple reasons this isn't sitting right with me. Why was it ever legal to do that? And also, what prompted this bill? Because I'm only a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but this bill also doesn't come up very easily on any search engines, even when I filter for time, and it was passed only a couple days ago. Does anyone else think this is weird? Okay, I honestly think I'm reading into this headline a little.
So, first off, New Hampshire, that's based. Okay, that's good stuff.
Right.
That you're banning that. It's a very good question. Why is this kind of stuff legal? And why are, people that talk about this specific topic, the certain trails, right? We are treated as UFO people, like we are treated how they treated people that would talk about UFOs 30 years ago.
Yep.
If you talked about UFOs 30 years ago, you know what I mean? You were kind of, if you were legit saying that you saw UFOs, people thought you were wacky.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they treat people that talk about this legit factual thing that is happening, they treat you like you're wacky. Oh, you think they're spraying stuff? They absolutely are.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry you're not on board with it, or you're not up with the the information. But all right, so that moves into our next topic. Okay, all right.
Ready.
New Hampshire is banning that. Here we go. A little bit of information here. It helps us get into our next topic.
Bernard begins working with Irving Langmuir and Vincent Schaefer at GE Labs. And they are working on a fantastic new idea, which is weather control. He eventually comes upon a chemical that has a very similar crystalline structure to water, and that's silver iodide. And so they're doing these tests on both silver iodide and dry ice. And the results, as you can see in this picture, are really quite dramatic. You would drop this stuff into the clouds, and the snow would just fall right out. Or if it was warm enough, it would turn into rain. So in November of 1946, GE issues a press release saying, some scientists at GE now know how to make rain or snow. This was huge, huge news. It was a kind of win-win situation for the military and GE. They immediately joined up in a project. So they called themselves Project Cirrus. It was a joint GE Army program. Now that they had military backing and military protection, was to try to steer a hurricane. This hurricane from, I believe it was October 1947. It crossed the tip of Florida, and then it was kind of chugging harmlessly out to sea. Project Cirrus flew over it and seeded it. It immediately took a dogleg left and went back to shore and slammed Savannah, knocked out the airport in Charleston, caused, millions of dollars worth of damage. Bernard begins working with Irving.
Okay. All right. So we take that information, and then we have this kind of stuff going on currently.
Talk about how the weather and stuff we've been experiencing isn't normal, and that nature's been acting out, and right now I am holding physical proof of that. Dexter actually found this little guy. It's a baby grasshopper. And he was just out chilling in the sun. Now I'm telling y'all, there are never baby grasshoppers out in January in the mountains of Colorado. This is not normal. I'm telling you, if you pay attention to nature, the insects, the birds, the mammals, the fish, all of it, they're all acting out. They're all doing things that they don't normally do. They're being active when they're not normally active. It's whack. This is not a normal season. And look, here's another one right here. The grasshoppers are not supposed to be active in January. He just hopped up right next to me. This is not normal. So for those who follow me, it's been...
Perhaps, maybe, I don't know.
I like this comment though. Nature ain't warning us. The 12-month calendar is BS. Supposed to be 13 months, 28 days. That's what all the months would be, 28 days. That's why the seasons are all off. And if you think about it, how many years has it been that we've been doing this? And, it's always like a third. We're supposed to fix that with leap year, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, things that make you go,
I like this comment. Says maybe the government should stop hacking the weather with geoengineering.
Yeah.
If you don't think there will be side effects, or unintentional cause and effect, here we'll keep moving forward in the same vein. All right, and I just thought this would be a little fun. Time of the year. We could make it in the north.
That's right.
We could make it. I just need one of those.
So everybody that's getting snow, just think about it.
Yeah. Just one idea.
That's right.
Okay. And on that note, with it getting really cold, so it begins. Forecasters warn of life-threatening blizzard conditions in Iowa ahead of caucuses. Also, for all those, I'm sure you guys are keeping up with the weather. There's supposed to be like a polar vortex coming in this next week, coming up. So make sure that you, for those of you who are in the South like us, make sure that you have your some provisions, some preps that we've made is like a couple of Mr. Buddy heaters, worst case scenario. If the power went out, we live in a full electric home. It is what it is, so we have some little backup propane heaters. Make sure you should have some food preps and water and all that and a way to protect it. But, it's supposed to be getting cold. It's supposed to be getting cold. Do what you can to, prevent those pipes and whatnot.
I went on eBay and got snow pants. Super cheap. Because, and nobody knows what they are down here. And that's adorable.
You don't need them here.
Well.
You don't need snow pants here.
You tell me that next week.
I'm going to be wearing my regular pants with some long johns on. That's what people do in the South. We wear long johns.
Y'all don't even have long johns.
Yeah, because you only need them one week a year.
You have camo long johns for hunting, and that's it.
All right. Moving forward. So looks like this couple was too late to stock up for the freeze coming, the snowstorm, Texas freeze 2024. Wait for it. In the arms of the it's all bought up. The store's been wiped out. I mean, there's some stuff in there, but it's looking pretty sparse. It's funny how people all buy stuff needing refrigeration. Like, grab you some canned goods.
Right. I'm like, go to the can area. Let's see that.
Milk and bread. Yeah. So this store was already ransacked. Okay, by the milk and bread mob.
And don't forget, if it's super, super cold, outside also works. That was the biggest hack up north when the power went out. You just put your perishables outside. Dig you a little hole.
Now, this is like a homestead channel, and they just posted this picture with a caption saying, "We are getting some bizarre accounts of crazy weather phenomenon, livestock and pets acting off, weird symptoms, radiation, and 3 MF issues," which is above my head. Phones not working, loud noises outside. What's going on, friends? Normally we hear this every week from one or two of you. This past week, it's been hundreds. Here we've had trouble sleeping for several nights, like wide awake all night, weird animal behavior, and a bizarre fatigue and weakness, doing all the things to support us through it. Drop what's been going on in the comments or send us your photos. We'll share them. Yeah.
So I want to read some.
Okay. This comment says, "I literally felt stuck to my chair for days when I had work to do and errands to run. About day 3 or 4 of this, I saw an IG post about frequencies. It gave several examples for sleep and this or that. I don't remember all. The final one on the list was for energy. A frequency for energy. I thought it's worth a try. It's 417 hertz. I found it on YouTube and used headphones. It literally changed my energy to positive in less than 5 minutes. I got up and out and did more than I set out to do. Great stuff." Moral of the story: they are interfering with our frequencies, and there is a remedy. We are dealing with demons. So mad. I am tired of this. Still feeling frazzled. We are in a spiritual war. Spoiler alert. God wins. Stay frosty, friends. Another comment says, you may be already, but would highly suggest nightly prayers asking for the covering of the Lord against all manner of weapons of the enemy. That's just good advice.
Amen. Yep.
That's just good advice. Let's see. This person says, "We're in an Arctic blast in northern Idaho, going to lows of -21. Live in rural area. Woke up at 5:30 a.m. Went to make coffee and power goes out. Look out from the mountain and not one single light can be seen. Very large outage. How convenient. I'm suspicious of everything at this point. There has not been any wind." This person lives in Missouri. "It's January. Everything should be dead. Just saw a dandelion in my front yard." I don't know about that. The weirdest for us was everyone in our area I talked to was ran down right after Christmas. Way more than just regular tired after the holidays. Couldn't keep eyes open, super lethargic, almost like we were coming down with something but never actually getting it. But it was everyone I talked to. Central Wisconsin. This person says, "Best way to keep your frequency up is staying in praise and worship. Remember who we are. God got us in the palm of his hand. No matter what kind of storm is raging around us, stay focused on him." That's so true.
Those are great. Now, we have been seeing one of our dog, Casey, actually, back here. This girl.
Dog in the chair back there.
She's been a little weird.
Yeah.
A little weird lately.
She's been a little off. I think that, like the dog from Signs, she's seeing like...
Or feeling or I don't know, but she's just been very...
there's like a predator in the tree outside, and she sees it move every now and then, and I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
Well, no, she does. She's like on high alert all the time, kind of hyper aggressive. Like we keep her separated now from the other dogs just because it's like, I don't know, she's just acting weird.
Acting weird. We can say that we have our own report of animals acting weird. I don't know about you guys. Sound off in the comments. Let us know. Okay. All right. We're going to continue on. All right. Oklahoma City rocked by 4.4 magnitude earthquake in Edmond. Oklahoma woke up early Saturday morning to more shaking as another large earthquake hit the state, according to a U.S. Geological Survey report. A 4.4 earthquake was recorded at 5:36 a.m. about 4 miles northeast of Edmond. The report says it could be felt throughout the Oklahoma City metro. KOCO5 viewers messaged the newsroom early Saturday morning saying they felt the latest earthquake. The USGS has recorded at least 12 quakes since late Friday night. All right, that's a lot. With the first hitting after 9:35 p.m., the largest was 4.2 magnitude earthquake around 9:45 p.m. near Arcadia. Okay.
Now, why is this interesting to me?
I think it's either. I'm sorry, I'm bulldozing.
No.
I don't want to forget.
Okay, go ahead.
The large neutrino detector that guy whistle blew about in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, there's a facility down there that has more capabilities, crazy capabilities. Okay. You can find it on the Sean Ryan podcast if you want to go check it out. All right. And if not that, then it's probably some kind of consequence to screwing with the weather.
Possibly.
You know, like
I really think that it's messed with. But I will say this one thing that has my interest peaked, and I haven't had the time.
Think about it. Okay, there's a water table. All right, you dry it out for months with drought. Everybody's experiencing drought. Okay,
and then you flood.
And then you hit it with water.
Or earthquakes.
The watersheds, the water table. I don't know if it might have some kind of impact on the tectonic plates, because isn't that supposed to be what earthquakes are? Tectonic plates moving.
That's a good theory.
I don't know. That's my theory. That's what I'm working on. It's that, or it's intentionally done with some kind of technology, like the technology mentioned by the whistleblower in Antarctica.
That checks out to my layman brain. Okay, but here's my thought. And I haven't had time to look into this. But this is what I heard on, one of those little TikTok short things. But I heard, there's that eclipse coming up in April. And I heard that we had read an article that was saying that it was going to pass over basically Meridian. Which is where that earthquake happened, that huge earthquake that made the Mississippi River flow backwards. I think it was back in like the 1800s.
That's freaky.
But what this guy said was the last time an eclipse went across this section was like it crossed over Meridian, and 3 months later that earthquake hit. And now we're seeing all these earthquakes kind of in the area. And there's that future map of America that shows the waterways. And so I'm like, I just wonder if there's,
If you're curious, just Google U.S. Navy future map of America.
Yeah.
And I think it might tie into the
New Madrid. That's it. I'm
the
sorry.
New Madrid.
What was
fault.
I calling it? Meridian.
Meridian.
I was calling
My
it
bad.
Meridian. Where did I get that from?
I don't know.
I just make up words sometimes. I'm
Apologies.
sorry. New
Apologies.
Madrid. Thank you, Craig.
Right.
I knew. I was like, is it Meridian?
I think it might have something to do with the upcoming eclipse.
Yeah.
The occult sees this stuff as important. I don't know if it's purely symbolic or ritualistic, but it might have something extra going on there. They have the mystery schools and the ancient teachings that they know that we don't. I know that sounds crazy, but the elites, they go to a different kind of school. Anyway, moving forward. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Switching subjects here. Okay. But interesting nonetheless.
Yeah.
So did you all see this?
All fascinating, and we're not done with Jeffrey Epstein. I can tell you that for a fact. Can't tell you how I know, but I can tell you for a fact we're going to hear a lot more about Jeffrey Epstein in the coming year, and you may be even hearing from him directly.
So we're going to hear from him directly?
I don't know. You have to let me know what you think about that. Jason, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah. Maybe it's from a video from the past. How else would you explain that? That would be the only.
What?
If it was from a video in the past, okay?
Right.
But I doubt it is. It sounds like he's already, she can't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, why would she be talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Anyway, I have Look, I'll shut up about it.
No, absolutely. I mean, if anybody was gonna, have a fake exit scenario, he'd be uno numero candidate.
What do you mean, like a globalist version of the Federal Protective? No,
Yeah.
Can't let his secrets get out, because that's everybody's secrets, But it's coming out. It's coming out, and it's way worse than you think. It's way worse than even you thought.
That's terrible.
All right. So,
Okay,
we saw
last
this.
video.
There's all this stuff talking about the Miami aliens and the giants, and the last video there was the giant, the giant shadow in the sky or whatever that was.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But look, there's weird stuff going on in the skies right now. Let's watch this. We'll talk about it in a second.
It's kind of a face up there. There's a face. All right. Y'all see that? Now that's the face, people. It's up there again.
Sherry, come look at this.
It's up there again. There's the face. This is not an app. It's a face. Everybody's out here. Everybody's out here looking. We're coming out here to see. What if I gotta get this. Y'all see that?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Now, hold up. Let me zoom so everybody can see it. Nice. Zoom on it. Hey, y'all need to call somebody. Yeah. Tell them we're out here, what we're looking at. Now, y'all see this. You see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there it is. That's a nice, crispy face. Hey, somebody got another phone? I don't want to be the only one recording this.
Start recording this, Roger.
Yeah, you gotta get this, we're all out here. We're just out here looking. There's the dog, even the dog's tripping. There it is.
Okay. So these are some of the hashtags on the footage here in the caption is phenomena, anomaly, hologram, Project Bluebeam, moon, UFO. Okay.
Man in the moon,
mystery, wonder. Okay. So, I mean,
WTF video?
Is it AI? I mean, is it fake? I don't know, but we got to leave our mind open for both possibilities here, just for the old pontification to occur, so that we can pontificate. If it is AI, no big deal. It's fake, blah. Okay. If it's not, what, let's say this is 100% genuine,
Right, like it's weird because he incorporated people, but we could go outside right now and make a video and be like, "Hey, everybody, act like you see something in the sky, okay?" And because that face looks super CGI, but the rest of the video seems real. And I'll be honest, I don't even get like that seems evil, like it's creepy.
That face is one of the most CGI,
right? Exactly.
Like AI looking faces. Like it looks too good, because normally weird footage is blurry, and like, I don't know, man. Is that?
It's just its eyes aren't doing anything. I don't know. It's just weird. It's creepy, but it's not like.
Okay, but if it did start doing something, even if it was Project Bluebeam or something like that, it would it would shut stuff down. There was a giant face in the sky, calling out folks' names and stuff. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Look, I guess for comfort's sake, we'll just say this is fake. I can't tell you what it is. It's just a video that we found.
But look, if you think about it, like God is, face like the sun, and this is face like the moon. So evil. Bad.
Wow. That's actually a really good correlation there. I don't know, man. It looks a little too CGI for me, but I don't know what to say, because, I'm certainly not an expert.
So weird.
But I'd love to hear your comments on it, so let me know what you think about it.
Video game face, that's what I'm saying. Like, the rest of the video seems legit, but just that face is, I don't know.
Wouldn't the other people be a little more freaked out? I mean, they're there, but they're just, I mean, I guess, you know.
It's like even the dogs freaked out. The dog was just walking. But maybe, I don't know. What would you do? Like, would you go get neighbors like, hey man, do you see this? Like,
I don't know. These days, people don't really do that. They're disassociative. You know what I mean? They don't associate.
I don't know. If there's a big giant face in the sky and it's not my Lord and Savior, I might associate with folks and just try to, you know, or maybe just hide. I don't know.
Well, it
And
says
look, right
that you'll
there-
know him when you see him. So.
Right there, you don't see anything. It's not until, I don't know. I don't put too much stock in it.
Everyone
but
would
it's
freak out if
interesting.
they saw that. It would shut stuff down. You know? That's right, turning guns. That's right.
Do not be deceived.
Do not be deceived. All right, so I will leave this for you to decide. Make your own mind up, you know. I know that I would be flipping a lid. You know, it's not just in the phone, it's legit in the sky. I would be flipping out. I wouldn't know what to do. Do we bug out? What do we do? I mean,
The fact
and if
that
it's this close to the moon, wouldn't someone else have seen it?
Right. Like, how come he can zoom in? I don't know. I think it's fake.
I don't know. I think it's fake. I think it's fake. I don't know. I'm leaning on fake.
I hate that we live in a time where we like seriously have to spend this much time. Like, is this real or not?
I know, but we got to be careful, man, because it's like if they're conditioning us to see video of stuff, and when it looks too good, we're like, oh, it's fake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You're
so,
gonna miss out on real stuff.
I don't know. You know, we gotta be careful about that line.
Yeah,
That's why I leave my mind open, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, it just
That's right, Steve. I don't know him. That's exactly how I felt. Steve says I don't know him, so it's not him. That's right. Because I'm like, that's exactly what I felt. I was like, I don't feel anything from this face.
It says you would know him if you saw him.
That's right.
You would know him. You'll know him when you see him. All right. All right. So we'll leave that in your hands to decide. Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you think below. Moving forward. Okay. We have water or ice in Saudi Arabian deserts. Okay.
It's sand and water.
Sand and water. Looks like ice. Looks like ice. Okay. But, all right, why I showed you this, okay, is because I scrolled through the comments and boom, immediately, this is the verse that I was thinking of when I saw this. Kind of lines up to prophecy. I'm not saying anything's going on. It's just very interesting. It says, I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. Isaiah 41:18.
Yeah.
So that's prophecy. Okay. I'm not saying that you know this is they're definitely water, but I'll also leave that in your hands to decide for yourselves. You know, I can only think what I can think and do with what the information.
But look at that. You see right there. So like, you know, to this day, we have architects finding, you know, mosaics on the ground, like 2-3 feet under dirt and mud and stuff like that. And you see exactly like this, how it happens. Now imagine there's a mosaic on the ground right there and it's just getting covered and then more comes. And I don't know, it's just really interesting to watch.
All right. So this had Tiff in stitches. All right. We're entering uplifting gold. Don't get too down. Don't get too depressed.
This will lift you up.
Thanks for watching, guys. Glad you guys have been hanging out with us tonight. Check this out and let me know what you think about this. That can't be real. This can't be real.
I just want it to be real so bad, please.
Dude was in the air for so long, okay? I mean, he could have, think about the thought process. Initially, you're like, but then you're in the air so long, you're like, oh no. You know? Because you start to know that how high you've been. Like, I've been up for a really long time. You know?
Too long.
Bro took 3 business days to land. No joke, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because I have seen how far kids can throw other kids running at each other in these things. So I'm like, yes, it's real. It's gotta be real.
Dude gets launched. It's like a supernatural ability, dude. Okay.
I hope he's okay.
He is Bubble Man.
Oh my gosh.
It's like that bull has like done this before. Like he knows. I mean, that is serious. I don't know if this is fake too, but it's hilarious. Okay. I mean, think about it.
The video has been digitally altered. The person in the suit doesn't fly as far. Here's the original video. Can you please play the original? I need to see.
What's the original video? Bubble Bull Soccer.
I like that so much better. Bruh.
Wait, that was the same video. Okay, hold on. Wait, we can't have the music. They'll get us. They'll get us, Uncle Algorithm. Smash that like for Uncle Algo. Boom. Okay, so that's the original footage. Okay, the original footage is a lot less funny. Okay, but there you go. Okay, full transparency.
He's still got a flip.
Ah! Dude's running.
Okay, where's the original footage for the face? I feel like that should be.
We need the original footage for the face.
Excellent editing. Kudos.
I knew it seemed fake. Okay.
No, I was hook, line, and sinker. I wanted that so bad. That was hilarious.
Craig Jacob says, I get Amazon packages faster. That's hilarious. Indy, hey, what's up? Good to see you.
We tried to bring you uplifting gold, but it was fake. My apologies. I'm gullible. Hey, girl.
Yeah, I know I wanted this to be real, but unfortunately it's not. All right. So, in closing, okay, we're gonna read some of the word before we get up out of here. Okay.
And go to Ronnie's.
Channel for a little love raid.
Can you plug my phone in instead?
I will plug your phone in. It's never easy. My desk is a mess of wires. Okay. All right. Psalm 40. All right. 1 through 3. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. He also brought me up out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my steps. He has put a new song in my mouth. Praise to our God. Many will see it and fear and will trust in the Lord.
Amen. What's up, Indy?
Much love. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back from captivity. Amen. That's some good stuff. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. All right, y'all. That's all for this one. Okay, but thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Find your bro fists, okay? Get ready for the cold that's coming. For you northerners up there that are already cold, I'm sorry. Okay, we live differently down here. Okay, it's just a different world. You know what I mean? Like, we're eating snapping turtles and, well, that may just be Louisiana. Okay, I'll hush. We'll move on. Okay, all right. Find your bro fist so we can bro fist up out of here. I love you guys.
Go join us on Ronnie's channel for a love raid.
Make sure that you subscribe to our friends. Subscribe to us. Subscribe to Independent Mini United. Steve Harloha. Ronnie over at Ronnie York's channel. We're going to be heading over there for a love raid just to go hang out. Ronnie's got some pretty cool, sometimes crazy videos, really, a bunch of information, different stuff. Maybe some of it you might find interesting. It's a good hangout. It's a good group of folks. But either way, here we go. All right. Go do and don't worry, guys. We love you. Until the next one, we'll catch you on the flip side. Bro fist, guys. Much love. We'll see you guys on the next one.